Alrighty, what's good, family, and welcome back to Be Great Academy. I am your host, Vinny, and I told you guys we have a special guest today. I couldn't wait for this. When I tell you I'm like super excited right now, like this is all we've been waiting for all weekend long, man. This is someone that we love both on and off the court. When I tell you I have a huge amount of respect for this person, I mean, like they are one of the most humble, most genuine human beings that I've had a chance to actually meet. And just being able to sit down and just have the opportunity to sit with her, I mean, it's honestly going to be a blessing. And truly, she's someone who helped fuel me even getting going with the podcast. And so I feel like it was only right that we bring her in and just spend some time with her. So today, you guys, I want to go ahead and introduce to you the one and only Poppy Crop. We have Tasha Cloud in the building.
Thank you, V. Thank you for having
yes.
me, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for today.
Absolutely, man. One, we just want to ask you, like, how are you feeling today? I know we're out here in Miami. How was it today for you? Did you get to enjoy some good vibes?
Listen, I got some good vibes. Swim through a little boat day on our off day. And Ghost Gang got the scrimmage dub yesterday. Just really enjoying Miami and all it has to offer. It's a good space to be in the off season. Not too shabby.
Absolutely, man. I know Unrivaled is something we got to actually go to the facility yesterday and take a look while you guys were at that scrimmage, and the facilities are beautiful. So I really just wanted to ask you, like, how has it been for you guys with this being the second year? Like, is the energy from the players, is everyone as excited as the fans are? Is it just like something that we're just like seeing? Like, what is it for you guys as well?
No, we're excited. Season 2 is we added more teams, we added more players, so more elite level of play. I think what is really exciting too, even coming back to facility, I thought year one, I was like, oh, this is really dope for what we have, inaugural season, like I wasn't expecting too much and I was really blown away. But then to come back even this season to have a whole other section that is ours, we have, a whole court and a whole weight room additionally to what we already had. So it just makes stuff run more efficient, us able to get in and out and just do what we do in the off season, but also have that balance of gym and home.
Absolutely. That's something I want to ask you about too, because like for us as fans, like all we see is the games on the outside looking in. But I feel like there's a lot of development that goes in the background with like practices. And I know you guys mention conditioning all the time. So
for sure, boy,
what is that like in the Unrivaled? Like what's the
ass.
biggest difference between you guys' like practices in the league and then practicing for Unrivaled?
There's a big difference mainly just with 5-on-5 versus 3-on-3. I don't think people realize what a big like drastic change it is. Not only from the style of play, but the conditioning of play, the physicality of play, and like the isolation of play too that occurs with 3-on-3. So as a whole, practices are very similar to how 5 would be ran, but again, you're down 2 people, so that conditioning, that running, it hits a little bit harder because there's no breaks with 3-on-3. And that's what makes it exciting, though. It makes us better with movement without the ball, all the good stuff that comes with it. But boy, it be conditioning our ass.
That's the one thing I think that I noticed when being able to check it out yesterday. I'd be like, when I say you guys get the rebound and you're out, it's one pass and next thing you know, you're already at the 3-point line. You know
Man, like if you don't get your ass back, it's a cherry picking contest. But no, it's really cool because when teams miss long, it's just you make them pay by pushing it just as hard back at them, see if they can get back on you. But yeah, shorter court, it's a humbling experience too, especially as a defender. It makes your job that much harder because there is so much room of isolation for the most elite offensive players in the entire world to go at your head one-on-one. So even that half-court line, like, about one dribble over it is a 3-point shot for most of the shooters in our league. So
absolutely.
Just make sure you bring your defense every single night.
No, absolutely. Like we're definitely looking forward to Monday and the opening games, man. When I tell you the competition there is so real, even just for it to be a scrimmage, I'm like, man, I can't wait till this gets started.
Man, I said I was gonna chill yesterday and I was snapping already. I'm like, bro, this crazy. How the free throws 11-4? Y'all gonna piss me off?
No, man, it was crazy for sure. But I want to pivot away from basketball a little bit. So I want to ask you, like, I know you told us you had a pretty good day so far. So tell us, outside of ball, like, what does a good day for Tosh look like?
Well, today is my dad's birthday, so happy birthday, Emma.
Happy
Cloud,
birthday to
the
Pops.
best man I know. Man, he is just a blessing to my life. So that's what really truly makes today great. Other than that, really just spending time with my family. I think I'm shifted into this like just seasoned poppy is what I will call it, and I'm just focused on family, providing for my family, and being the best version of myself. So that comes with just like a really peaceful, settling feeling, and not knowing that I thrived on chaos before was insane. But going to therapy and figuring that shit out, you're like, oh, all right, like this is what it means to have true peace. So just finding it, it's hard to maintain it, when life is life and along the way. But I'm just, every day is a blessing to me to be able to wake up, God sent truly, with all that's going on. Blessing to be in Miami, to be able to provide for my family through this game. The list goes on and on. But yeah, a good day to me is just simple, surrounded by people that I love. My dog's got to be there. And even possibly, I love food, so food got to be involved some way, somehow.
Yes, no. We know you definitely love some good food. She's always putting us on to some good restaurants. Shout out to Japan Inn out here in Miami.
Boy,
okay? The hibachi there was amazing.
I'm gonna bust that shit down when I get home. I ain't gonna hold you.
And then shout out, we had the guy that was cooking for us, Luis. What was the server's name?
Luis, and then I think it was like Andres.
That's what it was. Andres rapped the whole Will Smith Miami tour, so I had to make sure I shouted him out. It's
Check
only right.
YouTube, y'all. If y'all have not subscribed, go subscribe.
Yes. Please go subscribe to Izzy's YouTube. She just got started with that, so we want to make sure we're supporting her as well. She has some great content that she's coming for you guys, and being able to see the behind the scenes is definitely worth it. We had a pretty good adventure yesterday. I'm not even going to tell you have to go to her channel to check it out, man. It was amazing.
I don't know about amazing, but it was definitely something.
And I know that you mentioned family. I know with me and you have the opportunity to talk a lot. Family is something that we always mention in pretty much every conversation. I just wanted to ask, like, how has your family helped keep you grounded through like the tough times through the league, or like through some of your hardest times?
Man, your family will humble you. No, I'm just playing. No, my family's super supportive. So whether I was going through some shit storms, being traded, good years, bad years, good games, bad games, I feel like my tribe has always been super supportive. I've learned that I'm an isolator, so I'm trying to work on that now, because I do have a really beautiful tribe that surrounds me and is able to kind of lift me up. If I only got 20%, they got the other 80%. That's the type of mentality. So my family's been a really huge blessing to me, my support system, my rock. I've had a blessing of being close to home and playing close to home for almost like 9 years of my career. So other players don't get that. So I'm just really all around, like, I have a lot of gratitude in where I sit, even here with you today, of my family, my tribe, my people, because good souls are rare, though. And you find that out when you get a little bit older and you navigate the world a little bit more. And that's it's no hate. Like, I believe that lessons are blessings too, and that can be people, places, things, whatever under the sun in between. But I believe that everything is intricate and a part of helping you grow and evolve too.
Absolutely. No, I definitely understand that. And I know that you mentioned just being able to like play in front of family or being close to family a little bit. I know that you guys are actually headed to Philadelphia at the end of the month, right?
Philly.
Yes. So this will be Unrivaled's first time heading to another city outside of Miami. Tell us what's the plan on that? Like, what are you guys planning on doing? Like, how did that even come into play, really?
Well, when they even first talked to us about joining Unrivaled, they had this vision of possibly extending out into different markets and really just getting people excited about such a growing sport, which is women's basketball. And so just really happy that the first place that was chosen was Philadelphia.
I know. As soon as I saw it, I was like, you were the first person I thought of. Like, I know you were going to be super hype about that.
I looked at Alex, Claire, Luke, all of them. I was like, you're not going to make a mistake. Like, Philly is truly one of the best sports cities in the entire world. We ride for our teams. It's truly a testament to who I am as a person, a player, just being from right outside of Philly, growing up in Delco, man. We just get everything out the mud. You got to grind to get what you get. So I heard it's already sold out. It was sold out a minute ago. And we're just, me and Kyle are going back home, which is really exciting too for Kalia Copper. If you don't know, you should know. But we're both going home, man. It's a walking bucket. But we're both going home to a city that means the world to us, and being able to just get people excited about women's basketball. We have a Philly team coming in the W if they stop playing.
Yes,
And that's just what we want people. We want to stir the pot in a good way to get people excited.
And I feel like the city of Philly right now is just hot in general, whether you talk about the Eagles
Go
or
ahead
you
and talk about them. Go
the
ahead and talk
76ers.
about
I mean, they
talk
got
about
BJ Edgecombe coming in there. So, I mean,
trust
like,
in the process, but
there's
you feel
so
me?
much energy going through the city right now. I think Unrivaled going there, I think was a huge move, but I think it's going to be perfect for you guys as far as expanding too.
For sure, for sure. It's gonna be cool with just the expansion of the W, and obviously we'll get through like our CBA negotiations. I mean, nobody wants to not play. We don't want to not play, and it's bad for their business if we don't play. So it's on everybody's best interest for us to figure it out. But that doesn't mean that we're compromising on our end, because this is truly 2026 is a year standing on our worth, our value, and what we've earned and deserved. I've played in this league 10 years, and there's been women that came before me that I'm standing on the shoulders of. So every piece of it's intricate, but we're just at a point where it's just like, man, come on, we can't keep taking crumbs when the pot is filled because of us.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I believe it was Alicia Clark that had mentioned something on social media recently, and she was saying the last time that you guys stuck together, it changed the Senate seat.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so kind of tell us about
Man,
that. I want to make
democracy.
sure that people understand.
Y'all ain't gotta thank us for it, but that wobble season, we completely shifted our government. We completely shifted a narrative in this country as well, and that's the power of the W. And when we're unified together, which we are, there's no ceiling. Like truly, when we are all on the same page and we are all powerful, educated, just like badass women, man, we're not taking them crumbs no more. We're gonna kick that motherfucking door down before we ever take crumbs again. So it's just really about standing on business this season, not only for our own, like selfishly our own benefits, but for the next generation of women coming into this league. That, man, you have something that is tangible for what you are giving to it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And even with that, I mean, like, I know that for the most part, like, you guys like know what you want, and like you guys pretty much aren't budging on that. And the thing is, like, you guys have done so much. I just feel like there's no way that they would really, I mean, but you never know, you know, but it's kind of insane like that they're even waiting out this long, because what you guys are asking for isn't unrealistic. I know you were mentioning like battling about the team housing, and I know we kind of talked about that a little bit in the sense of like, I'm trying to understand if a player gets drafted to a team as a rookie and they get signed, for example, into a 6-month lease and they're not protected with team housing, like that would almost lock them into something financially that they couldn't get out of.
We still not making millions. We're talking about rookies, and I say this, I'll say it to anyone on any team. These CBAs for the entirety of the W have protected the 1% and the rookie class. And that's all fine and good. We love when our sisters are taken care of, but what makes up the most part of this league is the middleman, and that is who has completely, and most of the time is forgotten about in all these negotiations. So I know for like the 1%ers, you're going to be like, yeah, I don't mind taking on, you know, another mortgage, another little payment on the side.
Right.
But I need you to cognitively think about the last person on roster financially. Like, I'm not telling you to count anyone else's pockets, none of that, but you have to be conscious of that's just different that's a different reality for some people in our league, some people on our team. And so I just think that housing, not only from a standpoint of financial safety for players is important, but you're talking about just physical safety for players.
Right.
You know, a 2-bedroom in New York in the market that we're in is $7K. I'm not trying to take on another mortgage.
Like,
I already paid one, and I'm already Izzy want a house too, so I'm about to have 2. I'm not picking up a third. So just in those means, our safety, protection, we need security, we need eyes on us at all times now, and that's just with the growth and evolution of our league as well. But it doesn't make sense, some of the things that they're fighting for, but they don't have a lot of leverage. So when you're talking about what is the W's leverage, well, we're going to take your team housing and team cars, knowing that is going to hurt certain players in our league. And they want us to meet them on that. We're not budging on that. Like, that's at least that for me is a priority, because every person deserves to have a roof over their head and not worry about it. And again, like, we're not making millions. So you
Absolutely.
can't expect us to be paying extra mortgages along the way. But like I break it down to people that say that we're complaining when we're asking for what we deserve. And
Right.
the best example that I can give to you is that all those teams that just bought in, or all those ownerships that just bought into our league, all the new teams that are expanding or that we're expanding into at 250 mil plus a pop, that's $1 billion sitting somewhere that we will never see a dime of it as the players that have literally built this league so that investment comes to it. But where's our return?
Absolutely.
There's no return. So that 1 billion just sits off and they're not attaching it to their gross. So of course the W is going to tell you that, oh, we're losing money and we're in a deficit. I need y'all to count that fucking $1 billion y'all got.
Like,
y'all not losing
the
money.
is there for a fact.
Every NBA team is in the red and somewhere in their business model. Every business that literally runs has a red, like everyone has a red line.
Yeah,
so
it has to happen.
It's happening, but you're also not accounting at all the money that you're making. So that's the frustrating part for us as the players on the other side. And this is why I love doing this, is because we get to sit down and we actually get to fucking tell y'all in small increments, because we still have to keep shit professional and in-house. But like, no, we're not going to let you keep lying out here on our names and making us seem like we're being greedy, man.
Absolutely.
Tell them people how much you taking out of the pot. Tell them how much you offering us out of the pot, because you take a huge portion for yourselves and then there's a little bit left for us, but not all of it, because then we have to split that little bit again with you and the owners. So we get a slither.
Yeah.
A slither. Stop fucking playing.
Like a percentage
we hungry.
of a percentage, you know?
We hungry. I don't want no slither. Come here, actually, a piece of that pie.
And I think that's one thing that I love about you, man, is that you're always vocal on what you stand on, which is why I felt like it was important being able to sit down with you, because you're showing that, like, when you say what you mean, like, you mean what you say.
Because it's simple to me. I think a lot of times I'm off-putting to people because of my bluntness, but I really don't mean any disrespect. You know me personally, so like I have so much love to give. So while I'm saying this shit, I can still disagree with you and still love you. But like at the end of the day, I'm really just calling it what it is. Like that shit don't make sense.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, to me, it does not make sense. So if you can make it make sense to me, I'll shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's one thing. But
you're not making it make sense to me. You're not making it make sense to me. So no, I'm not going to sit here and sit on my hands like a little good girl. Man, make them numbers make sense to me, because this is all a business here. And what the W won't tell you too is that they put like coaches, staff, all that on their expense list, but they don't consider us as the player expenses.
Which doesn't make sense at all.
It doesn't make sense even as a business. Like we are, yes, you run a business. We are an expense for you. And when you shift us into that category, we hold more value, but you don't want to shift us.
True.
So it's just make that shit make sense and I'll shut up.
And so I wanted to ask, and I know this may be like a crazy question, but like, for example, and we all pray it doesn't happen, because everybody wants the W to come back. I think y'all are hotter. I don't want to say harder than ever, but I think y'all have great momentum right now. We're just being realistic. You know what I mean?
Truly.
And so I think the fans want to see a lot. The teams,
we want to play.
You know, you guys want to play. And so my question is, if for some reason that there was a lockout and, the season didn't come back, have you guys discussed it on Unrivaled, like what it would look like in possibly doing another season in the summer? Or like, is there anything in plan for that?
I feel like I can't say that there is or there isn't, because I'm not 100% sure, but I know Unrivaled is prepared in so many different instances, and the biggest one being that we own the space that we play in.
Yeah.
So if we wanted to stay here year-round as the players of Unrivaled, with equity in this league and with space, financial money, all that stuff, we could stay here, train, play, put on another season if need be. So that's the beautiful thing, and that's why I'm so appreciative to be a part of a league like Unrivaled. And even people out there, I know it's a touchy topic of like Project B, but at the same time, I'm so happy these entities are coming out here, because now W, you have to move, because there are challengers to you. you are not the sole entity of the best basketball players in the entire world anymore.
Yeah.
There are other leagues out there that want to compete with you. And are you going to stand on business or are you not?
Yeah.
Because what Project B is offering these players, there's going to be some motherfuckers that sit out.
Yeah, when I'm looking at the numbers, I'm like, whoa, okay.
You gonna have some, you keep playing.
Okay.
But it's no different than like as simple as a relationship at home. If you don't appreciate what you have at home, you're going to lose your home. You're going to lose that person. And we're at that point where it's like, y'all truly, from what these numbers and what you continue to bring back to us for the last 8 months, which is the same fucking document in different categories, different ways that you're slowly shaping it.
Yeah, just rewording it. It's the same thing over and over.
I'm not feeling my worth.
Yeah.
And and all of us. And that's just not like, I speak for when I'm talking about all of us, because we all feel that we don't feel our worth and our value. So that door is over there. Yeah. And again, there's other leagues that are out here that are feeding our families. Yeah. So I just want the W to be conscious of that as well.
So from a support standpoint, and I'm going to pivot after this because I don't want to spend too much time on it, but obviously the fans want to make sure they're doing their part. Like, what can we do on our end to make sure we're supporting you guys and like that you guys are being heard? Because obviously that's my goal at the podcast, is to give you that safe space and to make sure we're doing our job at not just respecting but supporting you guys too. So is there anything that, you know, that we can do? I know on social media you hear a lot of people talking about it, but like, is there anything specific that you guys need from like us as fans to help?
I think it's like, for us, the support of our fans has been the reason that we feel that we can go out here and really stand 10 toes, is because not only are we unified as a collective, but our fans are unified behind us. And when you're talking about people that have done it before us, you're talking about the U.S. women's national team. And the biggest thing that surged them forward was the outside exterior support from not only fans, but businesses, organizations, different ownerships, different league entities. And I feel like we have all that. So when I truly tell you, like, as players, we feel frustrated and angered by the disrespect that we feel is being displayed to us. But at the same time, too, we're so fucking calm because we have all the leverage. Yeah. Like, we are sitting like this because it does not make sense for the W as a business to not have a season, and we want to play. So the easy thing is to compromise with us in some way, shape, or form. And we're still willing to compromise on things. We're still willing to negotiate, but you got to come better. So the support, online, social media, putting pressure on the W. And I'm sure we'll let you know if there's a time where we need you guys to start pulling your support from teams and the league, right? Like, unsubscribe to your W thing then, right? If we're not going to have a season, then you shouldn't be charged. I don't want to speak this way because I don't want to take from something that I have put 10 years into building and that I truly care deeply about. But when you're talking about, like, we're going to have to play and roll our sleeves up a little bit for you to hear us, and we're willing to do that. We might not have been able to do that the last CBA, but this not that same time.
Yeah. Right? When they say yesterday's price is not today's price.
It's not today's price. The price don't went up, and we want our money.
Yes. No, I respect that 100%. So, like you guys heard, just make sure that you guys are still out there. I know on social media, I'm on WNBA threads, and that's hilarious, man. From when it started to when it's grown to now, like now you see a lot more of the players get involved on it. And it's truly like one huge family for the WNBA. And so even see all of the fans on there. Make sure you guys, like she said,
it's positive. I like that.
Absolutely. Like, it's funny. They see negative stuff in there, and I mean, like, they start getting it out. They're like, get it out immediately. Like, take it to that other app.
Take it to that other app over there. Not even Twitter. What is it? X?
The X, whatever they want to call it. Okay.
Deleted it.
But yeah, no, Threads is one of those, like, the W players must be protected at all costs. So, like, trust me, the fans are definitely behind you guys.
We fuck with y'all heavy. Okay, thank y'all.
And so before we wind down and before we get out of here, I wanted to kind of ask you, when I talk to you a lot, we always talk about basketball, but I just want to know, like, how are you doing mentally right now? I know with it being New Year's, going into Unrivaled, brand new season, like, how has everything been for you right now?
Yeah, I mean, I think we chopped up a little bit yesterday, too, just chilling. And, like, this last year for the both of us was really heavy. And we are two energy givers, just givers in general. So you might not always see when we're scarred up and going through some shit because we gonna put a smile on and we gonna figure it out along the way. But man, this was like one of the hardest like mental seasons, not only from being traded from Phoenix to New York or Phoenix to Connecticut, then to New York.
Yeah.
And figuring that shit out.
That was a crazy process right there.
Yeah, finding out that, you know, my cousin had passed who had disappeared the year before when I was in Phoenix, and then remains are found and we're still left with questions today. You know, that's been like heavy. You know, health is real, parents getting older is real, and just like the healthcare system is real, and it doesn't matter what color you are, what age you are, what size you are, what gender you are. There is it's ugly, and there's a lot of missteps that happen and cause frustration and all that shit. So nonetheless, it's a blessing. Every day, that's what I said to you, is a blessing. All the lessons, all the adversity along the way. I always believe it's truly meant to shape you for like your purpose and who you are. So mentally, I'm good. It took me a while to like reach back out to my therapist, and I think that's something that's important for us to also talk about, like in the Black community. Especially like it's okay to seek therapy and to ask for help, and I think there's strength in it. And being like a Pisces and an empath, it took me a while to be like okay with understanding I'm an emotional nigga, and that's okay. Like I really am.
Yeah, like I know. Yeah, so,
but I know
self-aware is the first thing.
And there's nothing wrong with it, man. Especially with how like truly sometimes cold the world can be today. I'm happy that I still got like a lot of love to give in me. So that's just what it is. But that doesn't mean that, man, when those emotions hit, that I'm not going through some real shit, and that's not hard to carry. But so that's been huge for me. It's just like stepping back into that realm of reset. Like, let me get it out. Let me figure out what works for me to kind of reset myself. A lot of it's like breathing and mindfulness and just like sitting with self and all that. But yeah, we're just on our like health, our growth, and our evolution shit, because, you know, I just want to be better every single day.
No, I love that for you, man. And you know me, I tell you literally every time I see you, I'm always sending you positive vibes. But like, I know you probably get tired of hearing it, but like I genuinely mean that from the bottom of my heart, man.
Likewise,
I always want to see you win, not just on the court, but off the court as well. And it's funny when I hear you talk about finding that happiness. The one time, not the one, but one time that I specifically see you glow is whenever you're talking about Izzy and just seeing you guys together, man. Like, and so I definitely want to know, like,
all 32 out. I mean, I got 31 because one knocked out, but you feel me?
Yeah, like that's when you see all of them then.
You feel me? Yeah.
But with you guys being in New York, man, like how was that? And I'm just, you know, obviously you guys had a pretty good season. It didn't necessarily end the way you wanted it to. But as far as you guys off the court, how was that being in New York and just being able to get those vibes out there?
It was like a true blessing to our family, because we have been separate on different teams for most of our relationship, and with distance, that's so hard during the season. Like, I know people assume that we're busy, but like our schedules are really hour by hour most of the time, and it's hectic and crazy. So finding time for each other was always hard. And you know, distance, you got to be strong to get through distance. You feel me? But we made it through. But this year, being able to be together, and we didn't try to. Like, we actually were avoiding each other and not trying to be on the same team, because we've heard like some horror stories before.
Look, y'all just trying to protect what y'all had. I get it.
That's it. And we're very like about being professional and wanting to win. So we never wanted any of ours like real life stuff to ever compromise or come into a locker room. But it was a true blessing to be able to spend like a full year together to figure out what it means to live together, to kind of join our union even closer together with like real life every single day. And that's like when you really know this my person, is when you spend every single day with someone and you don't get tired of them. Like, I go to practice, and if Izzy ain't there, I'm like itching to get home, and I'm running home to her. I'm like, hey, yo, I ain't seen you in 2 hours. What you been doing?
With them, going to sleep beside them. You know?
And it was a good like testament to our relationship, and where we are, even for Izzy, for her to get back healthy, and like fully healthy, where she's out of the brace and really just feeling good about herself and playing
the brace
basketball.
Is like, that's our number one op right there. Is that brace, man? We got it.
That was the op. That was the op. So just really proud of Isabel, because I think she's slowly finding her way back to herself. I think a lot of times with injuries, with this career, with this profession, man, like this shit is really hard mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and it can really have you at your lowest of lows or your highest of highs. And you know, when you're going through those injuries and you're fighting back and you're rehabbing and you're in tough situations and environments that don't necessarily support you in the best ways or see you or value you or in a lot of ways protect you too. You start to become a shell of yourself. And for Izzy, she's just such a powerful and beautiful soul and light. And you know that her whole family is. So for her to be able to kind of like find her light again and seeing her happy and just hooping and like knowing that, yeah, girl, you still that good. You gotta stop playing with yourself.
No, facts.
It's just, it was a good all around year for us. The off the court fashion and opportunities, events that we were able to do with the market that New York has is just, that's what we both have wanted to do, and it's really cool to do it together as Tizzy, not only like individually as Iz and Tosh, but like then collectively as each other too.
Yeah. And I'm glad you said that specifically because I know that you guys on social media is always Tizzy, Tizzy, Tizzy. But to hear you know that you guys were able to still kind of find yourself collectively as individuals, I think that's important too.
Yeah, and you know, I have a big personality, and Iz is more like really cool, reserved. Like a lot of people think that you know, she's like intimidating and off-putting at times, but she is so shy and reserved.
Yeah,
and you
for
know
sure.
that. So she really just be like ducked off until she feels comfortable enough to really just like let her light shine, and maybe a shot will loosen her up or two like that, you know. But no, she just is such like a beautiful light. So sometimes I have to be like even more aware of like, okay, I have a big personality that can fill a room, but I also have a beautiful partner that can fill this room just as much as me. So also learning to like be able to take that step back and just allow her to shine. And
Like
shit.
sometimes
So,
you got it, you know?
man, like you got to go do your thing. Like, I'm here to support. I love being, I call it a pag, a poppy and girlfriends, you feel me? Like, you know, I love doing my little thing too.
No, that's dope, man. That's dope. So before I get you out of here, I just have some rapid fire questions for you.
I like rapid fire.
Absolutely, absolutely. So just some random things that I just wanted to see, like kind of get your idea. We want to kind of get to know you a little more, okay?
Let's do it. I'm gonna look directly at you.
Alrighty, so let's start with your favorite road crowd to play in front of.
Wow, I was acting like I was going to answer right away. Favorite road crowd to play in front of. It used to be in New York. Honestly, I just feel like the bigger stadium, the bigger the lights, the more that I love that shit. I will say I feel like LA has a special place in my heart just because that's the house that Kobe built. You know what I mean? Right. And I don't know. I just be going stupid in there from time to time. So I always love it. So I would say those two.
Okay. And then how about when you guys are on the road, have you found like a favorite restaurant when you guys are going somewhere and you're like, I have to go here while we're here this week?
Man, I feel like when we're on the road, Seattle has some really good food spots. Seattle is where I first tried like Din Tai Fung. Okay. And I know that's a chain, but it's actually like fire as hell. Okay. But there's always little hole in the wall spots that like when we go in the cities, I know that I'm going to get this spot. Or that I'm going to get this food. Yeah, I'm trying to think like right off top, but I
have to ask because that's one thing I know when I'm with you. You always got good food spots, man.
Man, I love some food spots. If you in New York, I love Pho and Five Spice. It's right there in Brooklyn. It's fire. It's like one of the best pho spots that we've had. Izzy and I love it. Get the beef pho. It's short. The short rib. It go crazy. Okay. The short rib. We love the Industry Pizza as well as Finney's Pizza. It's right attached to Barclays as well. And then I still haven't got a chopped cheese. You asked me if I had it the Aki way yesterday.
You gotta get it the Aki way,
I haven't done it, but you know what? I'm from Philly, so I feel like real particular and like loyal. Like, you know we really don't fucking play.
I don't even know why I asked her that about a chopped cheese. Like she almost felt disrespected.
I did. Like every time someone asks me about a chopped cheese, I do feel like that's like fighting words low key. Like, it's a cheesesteak.
She really looked at me and was like, Vinny, why you asking me about this?
Why you asking me about this? Of course I did. But you know what? Everyone been on my ass. So I promise when I get back, I will try it the Aki way. And I'm going to compare it. But nothing compares to a Philly cheesesteak.
Absolutely.
Even like being out in different places, they'll have like Philly cheesesteak. I'll be like, stop playing. Stop lying to these people.
All right, so let me ask you this. When you guys, because obviously Unrivaled is going to Philly at the end of the month. There's going to be a lot of people going out there. You know what I'm about to ask you? What's the best Philly place?
I've been hooked since I've been a kid. D'Alessandro's, like even when I was at St. Joe's, I love Larry's because it's on campus.
Okay.
But like my all-time favorite is D'Alessandro's.
So you didn't even let me get the question
No,
out.
because I knew what you was gonna ask me. I'm like, that's everyone. Everyone always loves to ask, and most people have different answers. And there's been some places that have closed though since like I've been back home. But
Yeah.
D'Alessandro's, man, get you a seated roll. I don't really like the whiz. Y'all can try it. Put it on the side though. You know, I like to dip my fries in the whiz, but that's about it.
All right, and then last question: your favorite games you to play in?
Man, it's been. I'll say like, can I? You're gonna say favorite. It's all-time favorite Kobe.
Okay.
Like all-time favorite. I love any version truly of low top Kobe's. Yeah, like they really just fit my foot perfectly too. Because a lot of people don't talk about like, yeah, there's women out here with shoes now, like Asia, Sav. There's many more. But you know, there's not a lot of shoes that are built for like our feet. Like we really have to go based off of like what NBA player has like a similar build. But for me, Kobe's, Jaws, Books, and Paige put me on the, what do they call, the PGs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've been cool. So those are what I've been wearing lately. That's what you'll see. The Books are like definitely my most comfortable. The Jaws like design to me go crazy, and the grip is really good on it too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, those new Jaws, like the color combination of those
He
been
just goes
fire.
stupid, and just like his design on the side, it always reminds me of like, I'm a Jurassic Park fan.
Oh, yeah, I can
and
see
I
that.
know he already made like a Jurassic Park version, but his shoe always gives me that Jurassic Park like T-Rex type feel to it, so I love it.
Yeah, no, those are dope. Those are dope. So, last two questions, man. First, I just want to say we definitely appreciate you being here with us today, man. I can't say it enough. With Be Great Academy, we're not just big on family, but I'm big on giving back to the community. So I want to ask, is there an organization, whether it be back home or in New York, that you've been supporting or that you're real strong behind? I just want to give you the opportunity to just promote them as well, too.
Yeah, I think for me, something I've always been kind of passionate about is a topic that most people don't want to talk about is gun reform. And I'm a gun owner myself, but I just believe that there should be legislation surrounding our guns, especially with how much we are affected by gun violence in this country. And I'm all about, we can have our disagreements and you don't have to see eye to eye with me as a person. You don't have to like me, fuck with me, whatever.
Right.
But I believe that my family, your family, and everybody's family deserves to be protected. And there's things that we can do in order to protect ourselves and our families, our kids, our everything that matters to us, right? And so Every Town is a really dope nonprofit organization, and it's based and rooted in like damn near all 50 states as well. So each state has their own version of Every Town, and not only can you support it financially, you can volunteer, you can be at meetings, you can help like real. They're one of the few grassroots organizations that has like passed grassroots like legislation or like legislation in Congress. They work with Moms Demand Action, all that stuff. So I love them bad. And then something that Izzy and I have been supporting lately is obviously food stamps were affected and taken away. And there's a lot that we're doing right now as a whole that doesn't necessarily work for families trying to feed their kids, trying to take care of their homes. And so for us, just being able to support that way, and if we can just take the burden of like no parent should ever worry about feeding their kid. No kid should ever worry about where their next meal is going to come from. And if you can go to church every Sunday and say that you're going to walk by faith and not by sight and all that stuff, then that's truly lived by the way that we're supposed to be. And that's by taking care of our neighbors, taking care of others, and most importantly, the most marginalized groups in our society. We're supposed to flip tables and shit for them. You know what I mean? So like, let's start flipping tables, and that can be simple and just simple ways to take a little bit of burden off of families.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then lastly, obviously, you know, the name of the podcast is Be Great Academy. It's something I've always stuck with when I first started coaching and working with kids back home. I always told them, I always just spoke about being great. Even with us, I never wish my players luck. When I text you guys, I'm never like, all right, Tosh, good luck. You got two options, be great or be great.
Yeah,
all right?
that's it.
And so that's something I've
option.
always gone by, man. So I always wonder, like, I know everyone has a different answer. When you hear be great, like, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot of different things. I think for me, most importantly, like I always think as a human being first, and so like for me, being great is like just being a good fucking human being. When I walk out my door in the morning, like, am I a good human being?
Like, did
to
I just
others?
know
Like,
I did right for everybody else
if I
today?
can
Like,
just start, if I can just start with that, that's the most like simple thing that I can do, and
Yeah.
it's a box that I can check off for my day of like really just being great in that aspect. And there's gonna be days that you can't be great, and there's gonna be days where I'm just like, man, I don't want to talk to nobody. But I think as a human being, first and foremost, that's my thing. Being great for my family. My family has always been my motivator, and whether that's like my immediate family of like me and Izzy and our 4 dogs, or like my parents' extension of the family. I want to be great for them because we talked about it even yesterday. Like, we're the providers, and we know that if anyone gonna get it, it's gonna be us. So
it has to be us.
it has to be us, man. There's no other choice. So making sure that my family good is like a part of me being great. And then on the court, like I want to be remembered as a player that, like, when Tosh stepped on the court, like that dog gave everything that she had. Like, there was no ifs, ands, or buts. Like, she played through shit for us. She made sure that that name on the front of her chest mattered just as much as the name on the back of the chest too.
Yeah.
Or back on my jersey too.
It's funny when you say dog. Anytime that I mention your name, or when someone mention your name, when I be talking about the WBA, as soon as the name come, I'm like, dog. Okay,
Dog.
like you got her messed up. I'm just saying straight fucking dog. Okay,
Man, I had like half a Barclays Center barking this year. I was like, I fuck with that heavy.
Yeah, nah, lit. Even hearing that when I be watching the games, I'm like, nah, that's dope.
Yeah, I love that shit.
Absolutely, man. So I know you have opening day coming up for Unrivaled on Monday. Tell us last before we let you go, what is it that you're looking forward to on Monday more than anything?
Man, just Phantom Crew. I think last year we didn't have a good season. That's just me being like keeping in the buck. We finished last. So,
right.
Starting with the scrimmage yesterday, it's just like I want to set a tone for how the season's going to be. And when you face the Phantom gang, it don't matter if this is off season in Miami. Like, we're here to get it in between these lines, and that's what it's going to be.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, you guys are headlining. You guys have the last game on Monday, right?
Man, 9:30 p.m. I'm about to be asleep.
Yes. You guys make sure you tune in. It's going to be on TNT. Make sure you guys, there's actually going to be 4 games on Monday, so make sure you check out all of them all day long. It's going to be nothing but great energy out there at Unrivaled. I told you, we were super hyped to get down here. And I honestly, I can't wait. When I told you we were watching the scrimmage yesterday, I'm like, there's not even anybody in here. And I love the healthy smoke, okay? By healthy smoke, I mean, like, we can go at it, but, like, once we step off the court, we good, you know? Like,
good.
And that's nothing but what this league represents. It's nothing but healthy smoke, man. So Monday, I feel like it's going to be nothing but competition, nothing but high energy. And I think they have a lot coming for you guys.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I appreciate you for having me.
Tosh, I just wanted to thank you again, man. Like I said, without you really fueling this, just to kind of give you a backstory, when we were in Phoenix last year, we were riding to a restaurant, and she looked at me and she's just like, Vinny, what are you doing? Like, I know you're in Neiman Marcus, but I feel like you could be doing more. And just hearing her say that, for it to be someone, again, just being realistic, like, this is a professional athlete, someone I don't talk to on a daily basis, but it just felt good to be seen. And even hear her just be like, I feel like you should be doing more. You're always helping out and, like, always doing something. Like, Neiman is just holding you back. And so knowing that I had the opportunity once I got let go there to actually do my own podcast and just take a bet on me, I'm like, I have to get Tasha on the show, like, one way or another. So as soon as we seen the schedule for Unrivaled, I was like, I'm booking my flight. I'm coming to find her.
Got to. And I told you yesterday, but I think it's important for everybody here too, because you tell your story and you do it, but you don't put in like all the shit that you did too. Like, you really made Neiman in Vegas what it was, man. Like, you brought in the people, you brought in the business, you brought in the vibes, the aura, the talent, the finances, all that. And I'm like, man, it's you that's the business. It's not them, it's you. So why not work for yourself? Like, you have it in you to do it. And so I'm so proud to even be sitting here with you today, because this is you taking a leap of faith and betting on yourself and everything that you are. And I know it's going to be successful, because you said it has to be.
Yeah, it has to be, man. Like, that's my only option. I told you guys, we got 2 options: be great or be great. Okay, take your pick. But Tosh, we appreciate you again, and I know you got to get out of here. We love you to death. We're sending you nothing but positive vibes for this season at Unrivaled. We can't wait to get out there Monday. If you guys are in Miami, there's nothing else to do on Monday. You have to be at Unrivaled facility, okay? Like,
let's get it.
That's it. All right, and make sure that you're tuned in on Monday. You don't want to miss out. It's going to be good, okay?
And cheering for Phantom.
Absolutely. Cheer for, you heard him, cheer for Phantom, okay? But Tasha, we're gonna let you get out of here today. Thank you
Appreciate you.
again. You know, on Monday you got two options: be great or be
Be
great.
great
We'll
or
be
be
right there
great.
cheering for you.
Yeah,
Okay,
have to.
absolutely.
I appreciate
But
you.
we love you. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you soon. Okay.
Appreciate